win for the Broncos in the Divisional Round last night against the Bills in OT. However, terrible news for Denver just an hour post-game. Head coach Sean Payton confirmed quarterback Bo Nix fractured his right ankle and will be out for the remainder of the playoffs. Nix is scheduled to have surgery on Tuesday. Jarrett Stidham will start going forward. Coach Herm Edwards now with us on SportsCenter. And Coach, just a terrible way. You know, you win the game, but then you get that news after the game for the Denver Broncos. Your reaction to the Bo Nix news? Well,
you feel bad for the player, obviously, and for this football team when you think about the position they put themselves in. Now, with that being said, Stidham was a pick by Coach Payton, so he obviously liked him as a quarterback. This is why he brought him in to make sure that if something would happen to their starting quarterback, which has happened, that he could go in. And I think with that being said, this offense won't change a lot because they rely on their defense. Their defense sets the table for the offense. And as long as Stidham understands that, he does, he's played in football games, don't lose the game. Just don't lose the game. Just manage the game and we'll be okay.
You know, sometimes, and you mentioned that defense, sometimes the defense can come through in massive spots when the offense is kind of sputtering. We saw it about 8 minutes left, a little less than 8 minutes to go in overtime. This is Josh Allen, and this is the play coach that people are talking about. He's looking deep for Brandon Cooks. Jaquan McMillan gets over and wrestles it away, seemingly as they're kind of tumbling to the ground. It's ruled an interception on the field. It is not extensively reviewed. There are no challenges allowed. Here's Sean McDermott on that play.
I'm saying it because I'm standing up for Buffalo, damn it. I'm standing up for us. Because what went on is not how it should go down, in my estimation. That plays, these guys spend 3 hours out there playing football, pouring their guts out, to not even say, hey, let's just slow this thing down. That's why I'm bothered.
He's talking about slowing it down and looking at it on site. Instead, New York says, hey, play on. There really wasn't much of a delay in this game. He called a timeout because he couldn't throw the challenge flag. What did you make of how this whole thing played out, Coach?
First of all, a smart call by Coach, call a timeout. Because basically what he's asking is, you guys, you need to look at this. Because this is a big play. I mean, this is one of the plays that could change the game either way, right?
Yeah.
And that was not the case. And so you sit there, and when I watched this play, I wasn't quite for sure, to be quite honest. Is it interception? Is he down by contact? I'm not quite sure. Now, obviously, they're saying he didn't possess the ball, that he was still struggling with the ball as he was going to the ground, and the defender makes a great play. But this is one of those things, you got to review this. This is a playoff game. Now, with that being said, on the other side of the coin, well, Buffalo Bills, they turned the ball over 5 times.
5 times.
Yeah.
On the road against a top-notch defense. Well, when you do that, you're asking for trouble, right? So you can look at it either way. I feel bad for Josh Allen. They are wasting Josh Allen in Buffalo. His career is being wasted in a sense because he hasn't gotten to the big game yet. And it's sad to see.
He has 7 losses in the postseason. In those losses, the Bills' defense allowing more than 31.5 points a game. It's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, tough because it feels like Josh Allen is trying to do it all by himself out there and get this Buffalo team to a Super Bowl. Will it ever get done? We'll see. Let's go to the NFC where the Seahawks dominated the Niners last night. Coach, how did the Seahawks get this done?
Well, they started off fast. I mean, when you think about it, I mean, it's almost like getting in a boxing match. You stand in the ring and the guy, bump, hits you, and all of a sudden you're down first round. Well, they run the kickoff back. They kicked the ball. First of all, Seattle's loud as it is, and then all of a sudden you kick the ball to him, and look, the kicker's trying to trip him. And they called a foul on the kicker for trying to trip him. That didn't do any good. The guy scored a touchdown. All of a sudden, this 49er bunch is down 2 scores before they can even blink. And then it's all, then it's just uphill battle against a really good defense, especially at home.
You take a look at it, the 41-6 win for Seattle is tied with Super Bowl 48 for the largest playoff win in team history. That was complete domination out there against that Niners team. Not really what you want to see, really, in a divisional game. But, Coach, he'll be hanging out with us for the rest of the show.
That game was done at halftime.
Yeah, very much done at halftime. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, the NFL's head coaching vacancies are starting to get filled. The Falcons announced last night that they have hired former Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski to replace Raheem Morris. Stefanski was just fired by Cleveland, but he's a 2-time NFL Coach of the Year. Also yesterday, the Packers signed head coach Matt LaFleur to a multi-year contract extension, which a source characterized as not a prove-it deal, but a real commitment. Lastly, the Giants also made it officially official when they announced former Ravens head coach John Harbaugh will become the franchise's 21st head coach. In the 18 years with Baltimore, he guided the team to a Super Bowl title in 2012. And then this graphic is slowly getting filled out with the Giants and Falcons making coaching hires. There are still 7 coaching vacancies left, 3 of which come from the AFC North, with openings from the Steelers, Ravens, and Browns. A dramatic playoff win for the Denver Broncos yesterday with an ending no one wants. Head coach Sean Payton confirmed quarterback Bo Nix fractured his right ankle and will be out for the remainder of the playoffs. Nix is scheduled to have surgery on Tuesday. Jarrett Stidham will start going forward. Sal Paolantonio has more reaction from Mile High.
After the game, I sat with head coach Sean Payton of the Denver Broncos in his office for about 10 minutes, and he told me the whole story of what happened with quarterback Bo Nix. When Bo Nix came to the sideline after setting up the game-winning field goal in overtime, Sean Payton told me he congratulated Bo Nix. And Bo Nix said to him, "Not so fast, coach. I think something happened to my ankle." After the game, he went into the x-ray room here at Empower Field at Mile High, and they found that his right ankle was fractured. Bo Nix was with his wife and his parents, and he was in high spirits, Sean Payton told me. He told me that Bo Nix will have surgery on Tuesday. He told me that he will gather the team soon, probably on Monday, to have a discussion about how they will go forward at the quarterback position in the AFC Championship game. He said he'll probably hear from his mentor, Bill Parcells, who will talk to him about how the New York Giants had to play with Jeff Hostetler in the Super Bowl when Phil Simms got hurt. He knows that his team is strong and that his quarterback is stronger, and that they will come through this and be all right in the AFC Championship game. At least, he said, that is the hope. In Denver, Sal Paolantonio, ESPN.
Half the distance to the goal, it all sets up Will Lutz for the win. It's automatic at that distance. And that is how Denver moves on. And Josh Allen, his season over again, Amina.
Well, the Bills are going to be home again while the Broncos are headed to the AFC Championship game. Knicks-less, they will face the winner between the Texans and Patriots. That game will take place later today at 3 Eastern on ESPN and ABC. All right, SportsCenter on the Road is presented by Geico. Patriots reporter Mike Reese joins us now. And it's been a while, Mike, since the Patriots' last divisional win at home. 2019, Tom Brady was still under center, and now we have a much different team out there in New England. What did Drake May tell you would be the key for this Patriots team to move forward today?
Amina, after the Patriots' final practice of the week on Friday, I went right into the locker room. I waited for Drake May, and I asked him, what is the single most key for the Patriots to come out with a win? And he told me, we have to play the game on our terms. And I followed up with him. I said, what does that mean? How do you do that? And he said, the key will be staying out of long yardage situations. Everyone knows how effective the Texans defense is. If they know you're in passing situations, they can tee off. And Drake May added that he knows he needs to take care of the ball a little bit better than he did last week, and scoring touchdowns in the red zone. Those are the keys that Drake May told me.
Yeah, that Texans defense definitely a problem. The Patriots are seeking their first AFC Championship appearance since 2018. Mike Reese with the latest. Thanks so much, Mike.